So maybe she's settled down. Anyway, one of the great fans. Maeda serving, and that's long. Coming up at the end of this match, a player from each team will be selected as the most outstanding player. Award is sponsored by Bank of Hawaii. 10 for Hawaii, 7 for Irvine. Serving for Irvine will be Alvarez. Alvarez puts it into the net, not good. 11-7, Hawaii by 4 here in the first set. Hewitt will go back and serve for the Rainbow Wahine. Gets it in, Piggott shanks it into the net. Alvarez unable to help out. Hawaii now leading 12-7 in the first set. And timeout has been called by University of California, Irvine. More to come. The Jack Fact is sponsored by Jack in the Box, where you can get anything on the menu any time of day. University of California, Irvine, 27,000 students. They began in 1962. The Bren Center is where they play, and that's their website. Hewitt serves long. Hawaii leading by 4. Piggott will serve for Irvine. Mafua. Step out ball is hit over. That time by Harkham. Comes right back. Big hit by Pestalozzi.
That was one of our keys to the match for UC-Irvine is more pesto. In fact, speaking of more pesto, here's double pesto right there. Tom Pestalozzi with a new wound, it looks like, and Diane, his wife, right next to him.
Great dig there by Kai Hui, and an excellent hit coming back by Nordijk. Now Hawaii calls the timeout. They lead by only 2, 12-10. As Irvine not going to let them go in this first set. 76 leaderboard is sponsored by 76 Gasoline, provided in Hawaii by locally owned Mid-Pac Petroleum. 2010 WAC cheerleaders: MacArthur, Danielson, Giddens, Walker, and Young. Serving is Piggott. Outside to Danielson. That ball is hit high into the air, and Pestalozzi can't get there. Piggott may have bothered her. She may have had a better chance at it if Piggott hadn't come across.
I agree. I think she heard footsteps there and backed off.
Mafua serving, 13 serving 10. Goes to Winkler. Back set Alvarez. Ball is hit over by Nordijk. Good diving dig by Kai Hui. That ball blocked back. Outside it goes to Danielson again over the double block. And down to the floor between Alvarez and Pestalozzi.
Well, Danielson just has so many shots. Look at this dig by Kai Hui. To keep the ball alive in the end of the rally. Danielson puts it down against arguably Irvine's best digger.
Alvarez. Ball is hit over by Proper. Ball comes back by Danielson, and that goes right over the outstretched hands of Pestalozzi. Mafua to serve, 15 serving 10 here in the first set. Mafua will get that in. Dug up by Piggott, Alvarez, Pestalozzi off the double block. Danielson, Mafua, they go to Satele. Satele takes a tougher angle, hits it off Alvarez and out.
Well, Chantil is bringing it all tonight after having a solid night last night. She's 3 for 3 tonight.
She had 7 kills last night. Hit by Piggott, and let's say that's a back row attack. Piggott stepping on the line, apparently. Irvine coaches up, shrugging. 17-10, Hawaii with a controlling lead here. Serving will be Mafua. Mafua gets it in. Winkler, they go outside to Pestalozzi. Pestalozzi had 20 kills last night. 20. Hit 229 in a losing effort.
And she had shoulder surgery about a year ago, so a remarkable recovery, to say the least.
Cropper serving. Dug up by Danielson, chased down by Mafua. Outside Satelli. That's off the block. Saved by Cropper. Ball is hit over by Pestalozzi right into the block by Hartung and Danielson. 18-11. Hawaii very comfortable now with this lead.
Back to serve Kanani Danielson.
4 hands across. No, not many places for Pestalozzi to go that time.
Serving is Danielson. Pestalozzi, back set. Nordyke gets it over. There's Ka'aihui, Mafua, and the big hit by Weber, who has just returned to that front row. 19-11.
You can almost tell that Weber and Satelli are fighting for their starting lives. They would love to keep their starting positions, but they know they've got to be more productive.
Danielson serving. Ball is pushed over by Piggott, saved by Ka'aihui. Here's Satelli. That goes off Pestalozzi. So it is 20-11. Timeout called by UC-Irvine. We'll be back. Tonight's Outlook is sponsored by Subway. Eat fresh. Tomorrow, St. Mary's is the opponent. Later next week, it's Brigham Young in for 2. And then the WAC starts, Utah State. And Utah State, they're pretty good. Then Nevada finishes it off on the 24th. Danielson into the net. 20-12. Hawaii leading by 8 here in the first set.
She was over trying hard to keep that ball in after a timeout.
Nordyke to serve. Stuck up by Ka'aihui. Mafua, quick set. Ball is put over by Hartung. Saved by Nordyke. Pushed over. There's Ka'aihui. Outside Satelli. Double block. Yes. Got inside the double block and hit it off Nordyke.
Whereas Dave Shoji last week was very concerned about his outside hitters. They were hitting negatives. Satelli and Weber after last week's tournament. Right now, Satelli 5 for 6. She's hitting like .833.
Ka'aihui serving. Service error.
And Weber, meantime, is hitting .750. I think they've answered the call.
Pestalozzi will serve. That's long. 22-13. Hawaii leading in the first set. Serving will be Satelli. Satelli gets it in. Piggott gets it across. Danielson, Mafua, step out. Hewitt, but the ball goes wide. Now that's a point for Irvine.
First time Hawaii's had a hitting error all night long. They had 26 swings and yet an error.
Winkler serving. Ka'aihui, Mafua. Weber saved by Winkler. Ka'aihui to Mafua again. Back set. Ball is over that time by Hewitt, but that'll be returned. Piggott gets it across. That's saved by Satelli. Good run at it by Mafua. Hawaii gets it across. Piggott again. And Piggott able to get it down right by Satelli. Good long rally and won by Irvine.
It was an interesting story behind Piggott. She was at UCLA her first 2 years. She played in tournaments here those first 2 years, and then decided to transfer to UC-Irvine where she'd get more playing time. Made All-American last year.
Mafua. Hewitt gets it across. Ball is pushed by Pestalozzi, saved by Satelli. Ka'aihui, Weber. That's in the air by Pestalozzi. Piggott. That's in the air by Ka'aihui. Danielson gets it over. Alvarez back set. And that ball is over and down by Cropper. That's just good play by Irvine. Excellent play.
Pretty good digs in the back row by Pestalacy and good patience by the UCI attackers, unlike last night when they were very impatient.
Getting the ball over is Winkler. Mafua. Good dig. And the ball comes over again.
Pestalacy again a big dig to keep that rally alive. This ball's hit pretty hard. Nice aggressive move too on the set. Alvarez.
17 serving 22. Winkler serves. That ball is hit off the block that time by Weber. And it's 23-17. Hawaii closing in on the first set. Maeda will come in to serve for Hawaii. Maeda gets it in, dug up by Nordijk. Alvarez, Pickett. Alvarez hits the antenna. Aloha ball in the first set for Hawaii. They lead at 24-17. So Maeda will serve. Maeda gets it in. From her knees is Nordijk. Alvarez, ball hit over by Pestalazy. Diving dig by Danielson. Danielson gets up, pushes it over. Diving dig. The ball came right back to her from Mafua. And Danielson says, that's fine, I'm ready. And put it in for the Aloha ball. 25-17, Hawaii. Much more to come.